Hello everyone. In this episode, we'll look at another application using LLM, and it's looking at the car report from FDIC. Um, all right, let's go to the code. So FDIC data of car reports on the local banks is a fairly extensive database. I do work in banking a little bit, and it was an intimidating kind of data task, which I postponed for a long time. And now finally, um, with this generative I can get the hands on it. Okay. So, so we basically have the data source, FDNC, the bank find API. Um, Allows you to basically get that. And then the FDIC failed bank pages also can be used for analysis. So we basically have the Google Colab and OpenAI API set and load the libraries and then parse and this is kind of an useful part, isn't it? They pull the data from the FDIC API. So here is basically the helper function that fetches the FDIC data. Um, um, and there's a specific format, but now this function here, you can basically copy and use it to parse the data. So what it is that basically the information on the banks and basic assets, like the basic books here. Okay. Uh, and then the financials for the most recent quarter, we can pull it and then get some statistics out of it. So of some of those banks. And then pulling the bank failure history. Um, so, so we can also fetch that and then pull it. And the failure on the 80s, and I guess here's 90. So this was savings and loan crisis, I guess, and this was the in 2008 crisis of the bank failure. And then geographic analysis and banking health. So we can basically relate that to the local banking health. So we can take a look at them. Um, okay, so average tier one capital ratio, the number of banks by state, and average ROA in some of the banks. Um, okay, so you can quickly analyze it, and then the traditional ratio of bank screening would be just we usually have sort of the ROA and look at these things and then do the screening. And now with LLM, we can basically do LLM-based bank risk assessment, like the context of what the ROA that means, ratio interactions, narrative, and severity. Like so, something that you need to read and understand, which usually humans used to do. Now we can ask the LLM to basically go through these kind of assessments and do the assessment and review them. So it can individually for each bank do these kind of assessments. Okay. Um, and we can visualize the risk scores of each bank of where they stand. Cool, isn't it? Um, and analyzing the bank failures of LLM. Again, we can ask to classify it and have a verbal kind of segment. And then we can look at the regional bank ETF performance based and relate to these bank reports and see this is the S&P um, and these are the regional banks index and you can see that there was a blip here. And we can ask the LLM to generate a report for this. All right. Okay, so this is looking at the FDIC local banks data and how to use them in LLM application. Thank you for watching this episode.